So don't go pestering me to go to Laser Cruiser.
Laser Crusader. It's Laser Crusader. You're always saying cruiser.
It doesn't matter what I call it because we're not going.
My eyeballs feel as though they're covered in fur. That can't be right, can it?
Well, you were very jolly last night, I hear. Singing, in fact.
Thank you. Don't remind me.
It's the little boy that Santa Claus forgot.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. The strange thing is when I'm sober, I don't even know the words.
Perhaps as well. What can we get you?
Something for a headache, I think.
The little boy that Santa Claus forgot. And goodness knows he didn't want a lot. That's how it goes.
To be honest, I'd rather forget it.
We've got faster acting, longer lasting. Which is it to be?
Both.
I feel sorry for that laddie, 'cause he didn't have a daddy. Do you know, that bit always made me weep.
Yeah. I'm pretty close to tears myself.
Keep me going. Got to have something to cut through the dust over there. It's like hoovering the Gobi Desert.
You'll be there a while then.
Well, I'm supposed to finish at 1, but if I can get him to pay me for a couple more hours, I should have enough to take our Jamie out for a treat.
Well, I think you find Mike Baldwin won't pay for extra hours unless he has to.
Well, I just have to persuade him, won't I? I haven't given our Jamie a treat since, well, I don't know when. Terrible, isn't it?
Yes, it is, because treats are important. I was just saying this to Rita, because she was supposed to be going on a day trip to York.
But that's another story.
You see, I want to give him something good to remember. When he looks back, what's he going to see? Freezing cold flat, me moaning about the rent. If I can just get this together, it'll be something. He'll be able to look back and say, well, wasn't all bad.
Oh. Oh, no. No, no. Allow me, dearest.
Oh, Billy. You're a gentleman.
Oh, all right!
What? What's happened?
Could you say something?
What is it to say?
Well, all right, then I'll say it. I'm sorry.
Well, there, Betty, you said sorry. What did you do exactly, Billy?
It's not what he did. It's what he is. He's kept it hidden for a few years, but now we know.
Oh, Blarney, I don't think I should be listening
Well,
to
I've
this.
said I'm sorry.
How long will sorry last? Till the next time?
Betty, do you think I should leave the room?
Do you know what he did last night?
Betty, honestly, you're
He got
nice.
drunk.
What, Billy? You never... Oh, well, I've never dreamed it.
Well, people kept buying me drinks.
Look, when a customer says, and one for yourself, you put a 10p piece in that glass at the side of the till. You don't swill another pint down your throat.
I just had the heart.
And he sang.
Well, it's always the quiet ones who surprise you,
I'm
isn't it?
just trying to oblige people.
Yeah. Well, I've seen you in your true colours now. I don't want any more to do with you.
Oh, Betty, now what are you saying? Divorce? You can't get divorced at your age.
They said we couldn't get married at our age, but we did.
There you go, look. Clean as a whistle.
What do you mean as clean as a whistle? What's all that there?
Oh, I know. It's a shame. Won't have time to get all that done, I'm afraid.
Now, look, I'm paying you to clean this place.
You pay me by the hour, and this is how much I got done. I've been working flat out. Ask anyone.
But the place is a tip.
It was worse than it looked, Mr. Baldwin. And that Steve MacDonald, well, I wouldn't like to tell you some of the things I found.
I'm sorry, it's just not good enough. I want this place cleared up.
Well, I'd love to help you, but it's more than my nerves can stand. I've always been scared of mice.
Mice?
Well, I mean, I'm calling them mice out of politeness, really. By the size of their leavings, I think there's something much worse. Do you want to see their leavings? There's plenty over there.
No, I just want this place cleared out.
Well, I'd like to help you, but you've only hired me till midday. I've made arrangements.
I don't believe this. You say you're broke, I offer you 3 hours extra work, and you say you don't want it.
Well, I can give you till 3 o'clock. I can't stay any longer than that.
All right, 3 o'clock it is then. I'll pay you then, if you're finished.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Now, I don't normally talk to plants, but if I did, well, you're a bit young, aren't you? Do you know, I've got a theory about talking to plants. You breathe in carbon dioxide, don't you? Well, I breathe it out. So when I talk to you, you're getting a blast of fresh carbon dioxide. So maybe talking to you will do you some good.
Talking to your turnips, Derek?
No. Just to myself.
Oh, good. Because it's when the turnip talks back to you, you know, that's the time to start worrying.
Yes. Well, what's in the drum?
Bit of company for your turnip. A sort of next-door neighbour turnip.
How do you mean?
Well, you inspire me, you see, Derek. I'm going to grow my own prize-winning turnip.
But you can't.
Oh, I bet I can. I think you forget I'm from the northeast. It's in me blood.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, it was my idea.
I don't think so. My dad was growing turnips while you were still in shorts. In fact, in 1976, he grew one almost as big as you. A bite away from a world record. He says the secret's in the growing medium.
Yes, I've heard that.
Well, let's hope he's right, eh? Because he's given me a bag of his special formula.
That's nice. Excuse me.
Oh, Derek. Not going to say goodbye?
He's teething.
Oh.
What kind of cake would your mother like?
Well, she likes Battenberg, but you can't get that.
Why not?
Because then she'll know I chose it and it's supposed to be from you.
Madeira cake. You can't go wrong with Madeira.
Madeira doesn't taste of anything.
Exactly. That's why you can't say you don't like it.
It's inspection today.
It's not an inspection. She just wants to see where I work, that's all. She's just taking an interest.
Quite right, too.
Actually, it is an inspection.
We'll have chocolate biscuits.
Oh, all right. Right, well, with these and those two, that's £2.20 altogether.
£2.20. There we go. Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank
She
you.
can't eat chocolate.
Don't you know that you didn't buy them, won't she? Bye.
Bye. He's very happy, isn't he?
Oh, why shouldn't he be? He's got rid of that woman and he's got that lovely baby.
Thank you, Mother. That's probably exactly what they're saying about Reg.
A packet of your very best pork scratching, Mr.
Okay, love.
The pork scratchings allow me to use.
Thank you, love.
Oh, the same again, please.
Oh, right.
Fred, you've not seen Mavis, have you? She should be here by now. Raquel, can I have half a bitter, please? And, and a tomato juice.
No, I haven't seen her. Derek, you're friendly with Rita.
Am I?
What exactly is the state of affairs between her and Eric Gilroy?
I'd no idea there was a state of affairs, but then what do I know? You think you could rise above all this? You think you can bury yourself in your garden? Metaphorically speaking, of course. And what happens?
I were under the impression that there was a sort of intimacy going on. Maybe it's somewhat an out.
Is anything ever summit or nought? You think that growing a turnip would be summit or nought, wouldn't you? You think you could be left in peace, but no.
But as far as you know...
As far as I know, Rita is the same as the rest of humanity. She's happiest when others are suffering.
Is that right?
Like the queen bee. And like the queen bee, she's not averse to eating a few alive.
Rita, are you sure we're talking about the same woman?
She's been widowed more than once, you know. She's a very predatory woman.
Predatory? What do you mean, predatory?
Well, she likes to toy with men. She likes to have them dance attendance on her.
Does she indeed? Well, thank you for your thoughts, Derek. I'll bear them in mind.
Oh, he's over at the bar, look.
Thank you.
Oh, Mavis, you'll never believe what has happened.
Oh, don't tell me Fred Elliott's just sold you 2 away-day tickets to York, because Rita will be very disappointed. She ticked him off last night, but I think she's hoping to make it
No,
up.
I've heard enough about Rita's affairs for one day. Thank you very much. Listen to this.
Fred, well, what's he been saying?
Des has got a turnip.
Oh, no.
Well, you might well say, oh, no. He's got a great big oil drum.
Look, I don't want to
And
hear.
some kind of wonder manure.
Derek, I don't want to discuss manure. Just what have you been saying about Rita?
Oh, he was asking about her relationships with men. He said his father once grew a turnip that was close to being the world record.
Her relationships with men? What sort of relationships with men? What did
Oh,
he
we were talking about the way she seems to need to be fought over by several different men. The sadistic side of her nature.
You told Fred Elliott that?
Well, I touched on it. I think he worked it out for himself anyway. Listen, if he thinks his father's wonder manure...
Derek, I don't know how you dare pronounce on the psychology of other people when you know so little about your own.
How do you mean?
Well, Des Barnes is no more interested in turnips than I am. He's just trying trying to wind you up, and the reason he's trying to wind you up is because you happen to be particularly easy to wind. And therefore you provide the winder, once wound, with endless hours of free entertainment.
Oh, I see.
And in the meantime, you've probably ruined what could have been a beautiful relationship.
Yeah. Betty, can you get me a scotch? I'll get it myself.
Betty, can I have a word?
If it's about Oliver Reed over there, you can forget it.
It's not about Billy, it's about colours.
What?
Well, you've had a shock, you're very stressed. I'm sure I could fix you up with my essential oil.
You make me sound like an old boiler.
No, it's me aromatherapy. Just let me give you a massage. Now, not a full one, no, just your head and shoulders.
I am trying to run a pub, you know.
Well, it won't take long. And anyway, why should you do all the work? You leave it to him for a while.
You could have loaned us a bucket of hot water, I don't suppose. There's none left back there.
Sure. It's not working you too hard, is it?
No, it's not so bad. I've conned him in to give me an extra 3 hours this afternoon.
Oh.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Lunch break, I thought I might give you an hand.
Oh, aren't you good? Hey, you know this laser cruiser place?
Yeah?
Do you fancy going at 4 o'clock?
Is this a trick question?
No.
Ah, yes!
Bang! Bang!
Oi, oi, oi! I'm paying you to play cowboys and Indians now, am I?
It's Laser Crusader.
Shush, no, Mr. Baldwin. Honestly, all I came over for was some hot water.
Oh, I don't care. Go and sling your hook. I knew you were after something.
All right, Mike. Chrissy's just come over some hot water.
You must think I was born yesterday.
No, Mr. Baldwin, honestly. You go and check the water in them taps, you'll see.
There you go, Trish.
Sam.
Yeah, you two have been skiving off together, haven't you, eh? On my money.
Not really, Mike. I don't work for you anymore.
Hey? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Old habits, eh?
Yeah, well, you should think before you speak. And seeing as you've asked, the only thing I've seen of Tricia this morning is the dust and dirt coming out the front door. I won't charge you for the hot water.
Well, go on, then. Get on with it.
That's definitely air, Mr. Bryant.
Subject located at 1315.
The place she's going into looks empty to me.
It looks empty. Anything could be going on in there. Stories I could tell you. I found a whole mail order operation. Run out of someone's garage once. She could be dealing in gold bullion in there.
Cleaning. She could be cleaning.
She's raking it in with one hand and claiming it back off us with the other. Well, Miss Armstrong, start counting the days, because the men from the DSS are onto you.
You pathetic little worm.
Your life is meaningless.
This is confidence therapy, California style.
Worthless.
But why sit through this to gain the strength to withstand life's knocks? Just sit in this. The new Citroen Saxo's advanced energy-absorbing side panels transfer part of the impact force, pushing you out of harm's way, instead of you having to sit there like a dummy and take it.
The minute we looked through the door, we could tell you were a real slow baker, a loaf of distinction. Good looking, so refined. You're softer, you're lighter, cause you've had time inside. Now let us get right to the point. There's no hurrying the baking that we do. Slow baked King's Mill. Can I have a taste of you?
It's not run-of-the-mill, it's King's Mill.
Relax. You exist on a higher astral plane. You are supremely confident.
To find the road to true enlightenment, forget the lotus position and adopt the Citroen position. The new Citroen Saxo's advanced road-holding system means you'll experience nippiness and agility few can hold a candle to.
Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one.
Yardley's Rich Lash Mascara
Matthew James
visibly thickens
to take
each and
Sarah
every lash.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
And is smudge resistant. Just in case. Rich Lash Mascara by Yardley.
It's exciting news from Boundary Mill stores. For years, they've been selling top-quality branded ladies' and menswear, shoes, leisurewear, lingerie and home furnishings. Now, they've opened a brand new building full of the most beautiful top-name china and glass. They've even built a lounge to leave the old man with sport TV and magazines whilst one searches out all the bargains. There's a new coffee shop and Bannister's restaurant, too. Choice and value, and now china and glass at Boundary Mill stores, Cone.
Lucky Charms make people feel secure and confident. Apparently this tiger tooth amulet protects you and your possessions with the power of a tiger. Well, would you try to steal his lunch? I prefer a more sophisticated symbol of security. The new Citroen Saxo VSX has remote central locking and an engine immobiliser.
Don't worry, mate. You're safe in here.
It's not good to sing, is it?
No, this is a very sensual experience.
I don't like the sound of that. Essential experience in the middle of the day? Don't sound too good to me. Hey, what's in it?
Well, for my base, I've used almond oil, and I've put a drop of sandalwood in here, too, because that helps deal with cynicism. And you're quite a cynical person, really, aren't you, Betty?
How do you mean?
No, just relax. Go on. And some ylang-ylang, that helps dissipate your anger. Oh, and it's an aphrodisiac, too, so you never know.
Yeah. No, look, I don't think it's going to do any good.
Betty, come on. Cynicism, what did I say? And some neroli, that smells nice, and we won't even think about Billy. See? Smell that?
Oh, yeah.
That's your neroli. You see, my favourite, that's orange blossom. Because I think smell's very important in aromatherapy. Well, it's very important altogether. I mean, even the ancient Egyptians knew that all them hundreds of years ago.
Oh, how do you know?
Well, it was in the paintings, wasn't it, on the walls?
Oh, scratch and sniff, were they?
No, they had these things for burning incense in front of them. You see now, that was cynicism, wasn't it, Betty? Well, any minute now, that cynicism, it'll begin to flow away out of you.
Yeah, I'm sure it will, love it.
Well, I'm sure it will too, Betty. You see, I'm very good at this. Finally, I'm good at something.
We've got questions to ask, but we'll have to be discreet about them. We'll make out we're going somewhere. Where? It doesn't matter where. Through. That's where. Through. Leeds, if anyone asks.
Leeds, right. Where from?
2 tomato juices, please. And can you tell us the quickest way to the M62? We've got a bit disorientated.
We're going to Leeds.
If I knew the way out of here, I wouldn't be in here.
You go out of here, turn right onto Rosamond Street, keep going for about 1.5 miles, and it's signposted.
Oh, thanks very much. We can turn round in front of that factory place.
Yeah.
What is it, by the way?
I don't know. I think it's empty at the moment, though.
Only we saw Mrs. Armstrong going in there.
Who?
Mrs. Armstrong, friend of ours. Tricia. It's empty, then?
Who wants to know?
No one. Just us.
Well, as a matter of fact, it belongs to me, and as I don't know who you are, I don't feel like discussing it, all right?
Oh, of course not.
I wouldn't have said that if I was you, mate.
Why not?
M62, my eye. Their car's been out in the street all morning. It's obvious, isn't it? They're from the VAT.
There they are. This should change.
Oh,
all right.
Give us a pint, Billy, please, and a glass of white wine.
In a minute.
So what happened to him in the end, then?
Who?
The little boy that Santa Claus forgot.
Ha ha, very funny.
All right, mate. Hey, you got your food on, Billy?
Food? You've got to be joking. She is out there talking about a divorce.
Oh, you don't want to be getting divorced at your age.
Just do me a favour, son. Don't you mention it to her.
That bad, is it, Billy?
D-I-V-O-R-C-E, divorce.
Ah, look at you. You're rushed off your feet. Go on, you go and have a little sit down. I'll see to all this.
Did you do that?
Healing hands.
By the light. Hallelujah.
Oh.
That was pretty impressive.
Well, I've been learning.
I'll have to bear you in mind the next time us two have a row.
Well, I hardly think that would be appropriate, given the history.
Sorry. Well, I didn't mean anything by it. Maybe I'll just go and get us a table.
Yeah. That was a bit rude.
So, ordinary two-timing's not exciting enough for you, I see. We're now on to affairs with married women.
You don't even know anything about her.
I know she was wearing a wedding band, hadn't even got the shame to hide it.
Yes, well, she did have a husband, Raquel. He's now dead.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry.
Yes, well, it's a bit late, isn't it? Betty, I'll be over here. Hi.
Hello, Daniel. Hello.
Where have you been till now?
Pardon?
She's going to be here in a minute and you look a mess.
Let's just get one thing straight, shall we? It is your mother that's coming to tea, isn't it? Not the Queen.
It was you who said it was an inspection.
And you said it wasn't.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. It's just my mum's dead competitive. Her sister's daughter's a living nanny.
That's your cousin.
Well, try not to think of it like that. Yeah, she's my cousin and she's a nanny, but she's a nanny in Wilmslow. She's got her own car, the use of a horse. She goes skiing.
Well, what do you want me to do? Move to Wilmslow?
No, I don't want you to move to Wilmslow. I just wanted you to make a fuss of my mum, that's all.
All right, OK, yeah. I'll dash out now and get a Battenberg.
There are people queuing up for living nannies all over the place. You think you're doing me a favour. You don't know how lucky you are.
No, of course I did.
And now she's going to come round and tell me how much better I could have done if I'd have listened to her and how much better our Tina's doing than I am.
Kelly. Right, you sit down. I'll get the door. Mr. Thompson, pleased to meet you. Ken Barlow.
We've met before. Well, I know you by sight from school.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, come in. Take a seat. I'll put the kettle on.
This is Daniel.
I've seen him already in the park. I've not seen this place, though. And if I had, you wouldn't have come.
Oh, Mr. Elliot. Oh, I'm so glad I've got you to myself, so to
Is
speak.
Rita in?
No, well, yes, she is, actually, but there's something I want to say to you before you speak to her.
Well, it'll have to wait till later. I've had to work myself up to this, you know.
Yeah, well, I believe Derek said something to you.
Yes, he did, and I'm very grateful. He's put things in perspective for me.
Oh, dear, well, you don't understand. You see, I think he was a bit upset last night because, you know, he's growing this turnip. Well...
Rita!
Oh, hello, Fred. I hope this isn't a social call, because I'm trying to get myself ready for cash and carry.
Well, it'll not take a minute.
Oh, no, there's something I must say, but I just must get this straight.
Rita, I'm sorry about the way I behaved yesterday.
Look, I'm sorry, but I've got to get it clear. But
If you could see your way clear to come to York with me, just the same, I'd be very honoured.
do you really?
Of course I would.
I'd be delighted to, Fred.
Well, then I'd be delighted to.
I hope you don't think I'm presumptuous, but I brought up a few leaflets. There's one about tea rooms, and I thought...
Perhaps on the coach, Fred. I'm a bit pushed now, OK?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, I'm so relieved, because I thought Derek might have said something out of turn.
Oh, you did? No, sorry, love, no, not at all, no. No, he painted a very attractive picture of Rita.
Really? You see, I got the impression he'd given you the idea that she could be a bit heartless.
Oh, you see, I've always liked a woman who's got a cruel streak.
Of course, our Tina is a living nanny, too. In Wilmslow.
So I believe.
They let her ride the horse. She goes skiing with them. Nothing's too good for her.
It's nice.
Now, I know I'm prejudiced, but I think our Kelly is every bit as good as she is.
Better, I'm sure.
And if she got herself in with one of these agencies, well, she could have all that, you see. She's got her own car, you know, Tina.
I do realise how lucky I am to have found Kelly.
The thing about our Kelly is that she looks older than her years, always has done. But people expect too much of her. She gets exploited.
I wouldn't say I was exploiting her exactly.
Well, no. No, I dare say she's got her own reason for coming here instead of someone with more to offer.
Mother!
And what is that?
Well, it's obvious. I mean, like I said, she could be in Wilmslow if she pulled her finger out. No, this is just a quick way for her to leave home. To get out so she can carry on without Ashley without me knowing
Mrs. Johnson,
about it.
if you're suggesting I would like my house be used as
I'm
some
suggesting
sort of...
nothing of the kind. I'm suggesting that she could do a lot better than this.
Well, I realise that, Mrs. Thompson. And I'm very grateful to Kelly for the choice that she made.
Yes, but all I'm trying to say...
I know. She could have all these superficial things, cars, horses. But instead, she chose to give her time to a child who suffered a terrible trauma. And she made a commitment to that child. Now, there are very few people nowadays who understand the value of commitment, and Kelly is one of those people. I suppose it's down to how you brought her up.
Well, we've always tried to do right by her.
Well, she's a credit to you. A real credit. You should be proud.
I am proud of her. I'm very proud of her.
It does seem a bit hard, though. If all she's done is a bit of cleaning.
It's the mentality. If she gets away with this, she'll move on to bigger things. Well, she may well have done already. She could be some part of a big racket. It starts with a bit of cleaning, then moves on to Robert Maxwell.
We didn't catch Robert Maxwell, though, did we?
Not my department, Turner. Anyway, look after the Armstrongs, and the Robert Maxwells will look after themselves.
He did, didn't he?
Look, if we get a tip-off, we have to act on it. He's coming, look. We'll get the camera ready.
Well, I never thought to see the day when my mum said she was proud of me. Thanks a lot.
I meant every word. I should have said it sooner.
That's okay.
So why did you take it? I mean, if you could be off skiing.
Well, because I wanted to be near Ashley.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
I want to be near Daniel as well now. Besides, any day now, my mum's going to be able to brag about me till her heart's content.
Why's that?
Because our Tina in Wilmslow's having a thing with the man of the house. That's why...